What's up, Eagles Nation? It's your guy, Cool Eagle, back here with another video. Just want to come talk to you guys after a long hiatus from this YouTube thing, just because I was in such a mental disarray about how the Eagles organization has done players, and namely our former franchise quarterback, how they drove him out, kind of like New England did Tom Brady after his 20th year, and just how the fan base was being manipulated by the media into making us into pro-wins or anti-wins instead of just being pro-Eagles fans. And as a pro-Eagles fan, I was well aware of the accountability of all our players. Carson Wentz had a terrible year after getting that contract. That's definitely not something you want to see. And just with everything going on, like Doug Peterson not adjusting to things that would make this team successful, like running the ball and in the front office, not getting quality talent, not listening to each other. That just drove me under. But I am so excited to see what Jalen Hurts can do for this Eagles organization. Jeffrey Lurie is right to have a lot of confidence in Jalen Hurts, because if you known Jalen Hurts, even when he was at Alabama, you know this kid was special. You know, like always having to fight for his job, and then going to Oklahoma, putting up some of the best numbers a college QB could ever dream of, and then winning himself a chip. So even the experts say if you were to do that draft last year, Jalen Hurts would be a bona fide first-round pick, and rightfully so. I think he has the intangibles needed to get this team. I think the team really buys into him more than they did Carson Wentz, and hey, man, rightfully so, man. Jalen Hurts is a Texas man like myself, so I'm all aboard with Jalen Hurts. I've seen him since college, you know, something a lot of people did not have the opportunity to do, man. To see what this man was doing before he set foot on an NFL football field. And I feel that the keys to making him successful going into his second year, because I think the Eagles can top better what they did for Carson Wentz in his MVP 2017 year to Jalen Hurts' second year in the league, with a coaching staff and a team that's going to be built around him, that should be built around him. And how you do that is, well, first we got to start off, are we going to rebuild our defense that's getting older and hasn't really been invested in for a while? Or are we just going to jump straight into, oh, well, if we got Kyle Pitts or we got Devonta Smith at 6, like, we got to take them, or Penny Sewell, another name that I like. But honestly, if you were to ask me what I would do with that number 1 pick, I honestly wouldn't even know what to tell you, because on my notes here, I like Kyle Pitts just because we know what the Eagles offense is going to be predicated around, due to Nick Sirianni's press conference saying that he likes to use his tight end. So getting Kyle Pitts would definitely be a good move for us, especially going into next year when you got to pay Dallas Goedert, and you might be still in cap trouble. So I think Kyle Pitts would be a great addition to this team, and something that will really help Jalen Hurts be successful. Or you can get Penny Sewell, which I feel like a lot of people would mind getting at that number 6 pick. But let's stop for a second and think about this, because if you get Penny Sewell, you're just adding more depth to the offensive line than you already need. Because remember, at your left tackle spot, you still got Andre Dillard, you still got Jordan Mailata, okay? And then at that left guard spot, you still got Isaac Sumalo, and you got Opeta, who can swing from left guard to right guard, even though you have Brandon Brooks and Nate Herbig at that spot. Center, we already know Kelsey's going to man that spot down, but it's good the Eagles got Pierschbacher, I think a second rounder from Alabama, who blocked for Jalen Hurts, I think, for 2 seasons. So we already have chemistry with our center and quarterback if Kelsey were to retire today, which thankfully he hasn't. And then, of course, we got Jariga, which I don't see him getting a lot of playing time unless they're going to move him to the right guard spot under Nate Herbig, of course, because the Eagles have already said that they prefer Nate Herbig at that right guard spot than the left guard spot. And then, of course, at right tackle, we got depth there. We got Lane Johnson coming back. Not sure at what percent he's going to be due to the ankle surgery and the ankle rehab, and then the fact that that one ankle has been giving him problems for 3 years. So that's definitely a concern. But again, we still have Driscoll, who did very well for us in stretches of the season. You know, just being a young lineman. And then Matt Pryor, Jamon Brown. No. But as far as my third pick, I would say if we're actually going to rebuild into defense like how I prefer it to, I say get Micah Parsons, because we don't invest enough at the linebacker position and wonder why we get stuck with guys like Nate Gary, who were great on run coverage. And I'll give Nate Gary this, you know, he was willing to tackle and run pursuit. Okay, that was one good aspect of Nate Gary, but that's not going to help you win a Super Bowl or get you deep into the playoffs for a run. You know, like you need a linebacker like Darius Leonard who can go out there and do pass coverage. Like I don't know if Von Miller's a linebacker or they just have him sitting down, but you know, the man can pass cover too. You know, that's why he's been to so many All-Pros, so many Pro Bowls. You need that especially for an aging defensive line. Okay, so I think that getting Micah Parsons would also be good. I don't really necessarily agree with Patrick Surtain just because I feel like you can get good cornerbacks in free agency, which is something that I feel like we've already done with getting this guy from the Buccaneers, although he was a second string. But he's had like 34 starts, I think, with the Giants and somebody else since he got into the league. So he has some experience and Super Bowl resume that he can help with the young guys in the safety locker room, especially for the safety that we drafted last year from Clemson. I just can't remember his name right now. But tell me what you guys think in the comments, man. Again, man, I'm back. I just had to get over all that stuff, man. And then I had other stuff going on too. Not gonna lie, I had other stuff going on. But happy to be back with you guys. I'll be active with you all. But again, man, y'all take it easy, fan, and fly, Eagles fly.